Well, Israeli forces have been at war for nearly a full week now, much of which has been focused on air raids and just securing their homeland. But that is until today. The Israeli military now claiming that, quote, its infantry and tanks had carried out raids inside the Gaza Strip on Friday. This is all in an attempt to rescue the innocent hostages that Hamas has taken. Now, they've ordered that civilians in Gaza Gaza's north, move south and evacuate more than 1 million people. They handed out flyers. This is the Israeli government in Gaza handing out flyers in an attempt to prevent innocent deaths of people living there. Joining me now to discuss, investor of Armed Forces Brewing Company, retired senior chief petty officer, and the author of The Operator Firing the Shots That Killed Osama bin Laden, my man, Robert O'Neill. All right, Rob, I'm looking at this hostage rescue. They are going into an entire city with some but limited knowledge of where these people are. What's the thoughts on the ground on this?
Hey, Carl, great to see you as always. My thoughts on the ground here is the most difficult part of a hostage rescue is finding out exactly where the hostage is. And with the hundreds of miles of tunnels, some 100 feet underground, it's very, very difficult. I've seen some footage of hostages, and just based on the flashlight in their eyes, the dilation of their pupils, you can tell they're in a dark, dark place. Could be anywhere. Could be a blacked out room in a basement, a tunnel, or, on the fourth floor of a building somewhere. So that's the hardest part right there. Plus, with the bombing going on, the limited raids in there now with the explosions, the military operations, urban terrain, or mountain environment, very, very difficult. It's not just a 360 degrees of a live fire range. It's 720. It's 800. It's all over the place. It's difficult to get in. It's going to be more difficult to get out. And the thing you want with the hostage rescue, I'm one of the few people who've been on a real hostage rescue that worked, is getting out when you're done and not hurting the hostage. And that's they could be booby-trapped, which they probably are, have their own suicide vests on them. They have people around them that want to be martyrs because all the leadership, is probably in Iran right now. So, I mean, we're just lucky we have some of the best hostage rescue operators there right now, to include the Israelis. Hopefully some of Americans and allies that, if nothing else, can advise, assist, and help with the planning. Although I would like to be there if I was a younger Navy SEAL, I totally respect the dangerous mission, the high-profile mission, and how precise this really needs to be.
Yeah. Well, the bigger question, too, is, look, Hamas told its people to stay there. They were like, no, stay, basically become a martyr. But Israel is the one saying, hey, guys, let's get you out of here if you're not involved in this fight because we don't want innocent civilians. They are willing to hide their rockets in schools. They're willing to headquarter their terrorist organizations out of hospitals. How do you accurately and effectively take down targets like this while looking for hostages when you don't know if the person who may be dressed up like a school teacher or a nurse is actually going to pull out an AK and shoot you in the back?
Well, I mean, it's very, very difficult, and that's going to come with the sixth sense of doing hostage rescue missions at the range 10,000 times, per month, or whatever you want to do to get good at it. You need to rely on your operators, keep it simple, master the basics too. But I mean, right there too, that it shouldn't be hard to see who the good guys are. The good guys are trying not to hurt innocent people, where the bad guys do. The bad guys behead kids. The bad guys, they put people in front of stuff and make them human shields. It's not, I mean, it's difficult to see the difference between the good and evil if you're a professor at Columbia or Harvard, or one of those fanatic students that don't know their point of contact from a hole in the ground. But I'm glad they're dropping flyers, but the Hamas will take the pipes that are given to them to bring water to their people because of the funding given them by the international community, and make missiles out of them, because they'd rather kill innocent people with garage-made missiles than give their people water. These are bad people, and the reason the Palestinians are in this position is because they keep electing bad leadership. It's going to be up to them at the end of the day. The bad people that they elected, they did something, and like Ilhan Omar said, some people did some things. Well, now they're going to find out what the good guys do, and if you're still there, that's bad on you.
Yeah. Well, Rob, you and I have been on both sides of this, both on the battlefield and in the media. So a Reuters videographer has been killed while working in southern Lebanon. I mean, this is bad news. I was always put to the point where, don't get journalists involved in our combat operations. Even now I'm in the news. Yes, we take it, and yes, we talk about it. I still think they shouldn't be putting themselves at risk. What do you think?
I'm impressed that they go there to do that, because I do believe, having been in the media a little bit too, I have different views on a lot of media, but the men and women over there are just trying to get the right story to the right people. And I mean, there are people out there that you see them in Ukraine, you see them now in Israel and over near the Gaza Strip. Very dangerous job, and they know what they're doing, and I can totally appreciate that. And having said that, you get over in a dangerous spot. This is not social media when you're a keyboard warrior. This is real stuff with real explosions, and a bullet or a bomb needs to be right one time, and unfortunately, it's part of it.
Yeah. Well, Rob O'Neill, the man who killed bin Laden, appreciate you being here, sir.